All right, One Piece chapter 1167 spoilers. They just dropped. Let's talk about this. Titles Ida's son. Harold had a mission from the world government. He's now defeating pirates for them. He became known as a monster among the mist. Harold became a god's blade for the world government. So just real quick, Harold ended up pledging loyalty to the world government at the end of the last chapter because of the inevitable defeat and death of rocks. And he's kind of going the wrong way here, right? From what we could tell. The world government seal slash tattoo has three ranks. The lowest rank is the God's Blade, like Gunko. Okay, so that actually is pretty significant because Gunko was known to have a certain status, right? We didn't know what it was. We thought it was we were kind of highballing this, we didn't really know where to put it, but because she was kind of being laughed at, it seemed low. Now we know it is low. 15 years ago, Shanks is the one who freed Fisher Tiger. He met Harold later on. Shanks was covering slash patching his left eye. Whoa. Okay, this is insane because one, Fisher Tiger is like always been like one of my favorite characters, right? Just like his entire story arc of being able to fight the power, right? And freeing those slaves after becoming a slave and basically taking the mantle as like a freedom fighter for the fishmen. Love his character. But the fact that Shanks, right? This is significant. I'll tell you guys why in a second. Covering his left eye and his patching his left eye could be a scene or a cue from Oda that we're actually in the final saga. Like, obviously, we know this, but he said one time that when a character with an eye patch comes in, you know that we are nearing the end game. This could be that character patching his eye. Um, but this actually has a whole host of questions like what Shank's doing. Is it really effective? Like, is he, you know, using this as a facade? Is he someone else? Is it an alias? Shanks was trying to gather information on Mary Joe slash the world government. This is kind of interesting because he's like, he seems like this carefree pirate, but to see him actually trying to dive deep and be like the secret double agent is really surprising, right? And really exciting. Ida gets poisoned from someone in Estrid's hometown, right? This is pretty big, I think. Just like it shakes up the gravity of Elbath, right? And then right here, Loki takes revenge on that village and announces, Ida is my only mother. No break next week. So Loki actually does have a sweet spot for people, and clearly he would like the mother figure that actually does care for him. But let me know what you guys think about this so far. Really crazy with